Nah, yo,
Lucky
what's
T.
good? What's good? What up, man? Dank look on the city. Oh, fucking up. My bad. Dank look on the city. As you can see, we don't have El Capi, son.
Hello.
El Capitan's on the line.
Coolin', man. We just starting off the show.
We ain't doing live air. We ain't live on air. Just take phone calls whenever the fuck you feel like it.
Shit. If you want us to hold it down for you.
El Capitan's via satellite.
Right.
All right, that's a bet, y'all. We're gonna hold the fort down then. You already know, bro. I got you.
Hey, sorry for the dead air, folks. We communication from the captain himself. What are you talking about?
And unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, he's not coming in, you know what I'm saying, today. He had some things, you know what I'm saying, he had to do, you know what I'm saying. But he good though.
Word.
So, you know,
All right, well, since that's the word, that's the word. All right, so as we normally start off with Dank Look on the City, we're going to start out with sports. So here in D.C., we just had the MLB All-Star Game, which had the city all types of packed up on the Metro, which is very annoying, yet cool at the same time. I did not know D.C. had so many baseball fans. Lucky, you a baseball fan? Well, you got a National shirt on.
Yeah, man. I love the Nationals. I love everything DC. I am a bandwagon homer. I'm from New Jersey, but I am DC through and through for the last 3-4 years. So I'm a DC guy now.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. When DC didn't have a baseball team, I grew up watching the Orioles. You know what I'm saying? Cal Ripken days, you know what I'm saying?
The Iron Man.
Iron Man
Yeah.
days. You know what I'm saying? So, I never jumped on the bandwagon.
As soon as we got a team, you ain't jump on?
Nah, it's for political reasons.
Political, we just got here. Please explain. Go ahead.
But all right, let me make this real short and
Oh,
sweet.
okay. I'm about to light the blunt.
I'm gonna make this real
Be a
short and
second.
sweet.
Uh-huh.
I called the Washington Nationals the National Scholars because you're saying Anthony Williams took $600 million
Former
from
mayor
DC
Anthony
public
Williams.
schools in order to bring that baseball team here.
Okay.
Most of the schools, you know what I'm saying, is shut down because of that.
I mean, purely political. I understand what you're saying. I feel
And
you.
I'm
I
the
mean,
mayor,
but
and you gotta remember, I'm the mayor of DC.
word. I do feel it. This guy here. But I mean, it gave us something else to cheer for.
It gave y'all something to cheer for. I still cheer for the Orioles.
Terrible. All right, so I mean,
I'm loyal to, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not no bandwagon. Like I ride to the will. I'm even mad with the trade. You know what I'm saying? Like we traded, you know what I'm saying, our best shortstop to the Dodgers for prospects. And they about to trade, you know what I'm saying, Adam Jones and another player. They about to close, you know what I'm saying, the whole. See, the thing about baseball that frustrates me.
Oh, okay.
That frustrates me is that we'll have teams like the Nationals and the Orioles to where they can be contenders. But with the Orioles, you got the Yankees, you got the Red Sox, you
all
got
these top tier teams.
You got Toronto, you got all and just like most DC teams, that's why I can say most DC teams because the Capitals won the championship.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But most DC teams, man, just in my opinion, I just think they've been played. You know?
They've been played. Does that include your Baltimore Orioles?
That includes the Baltimore Orioles. That also includes, you know what I'm saying?
Ravens.
I'm not a Ravens fan. I'm a Cowboy fan. So that right there doesn't affect me.
I don't want to start. I'm gonna back down. I don't want to start with
like,
you.
Man, hold up, man.
Fuck the Cowboys. Here we go.
Man, flex.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
So anyway, while he over here playing with his bag and shit.
Has he got a cowgirl figurine or something? Or
that's my lunchbox.
He
man.
got a ratchet lunchbox in those
colors.
Disgusting colors.
Man, that color is beautiful, man. He's just a hater.
Colorful. Beautiful for what? Like
Man, it don't look
trash.
like it don't look like no blood clot.
Damn right, we busting heads out here.
Man, y'all ain't busting nothing.
If you tell me you just like the cheerleaders, I'll be okay with it.
Word.
If you say, hey
say I like
man,
the stadium.
I like the Dallas Cowboy
I
cheerleaders
like
and
Dak Prescott. I like Ezekiel Elliott. I like, you know what I'm saying, the guy that we drafted
Support
from
this
Boise
man.
State. You know what I'm saying? The tight end.
Word.
I can't pronounce his name because it's foreign.
Because it's fucking useless.
No, hey. Can you name how long, you know what I'm saying, y'all Cowboys, the Redskins
how you support
fans, you know
Jerry
what I'm saying,
Jones?
have-
How you support Jerry
What this
Jones?
like the 23rd starting quarterback y'all have?
That's all right. It's a puzzle piece. You move it around till you get it right.
How many puzzle pieces does it take?
How long y'all gonna stick with the same quarterback until y'all kill him? Y'all had Troy Aikman forever until LeVar
Hey,
Armstead
at least we
murdered
stayed
him.
loyal.
Then y'all got who was this like Romo? Y'all swore to God Romo was good. This dude can't make a playoff game to save his own life.
Man, he won
Like,
2 playoff games.
He won 2 playoff games.
You don't look like a Jerry Jones guy.
He is a Jerry Jones guy.
Man, I studied through Jerry Jones. That's how I learned, you know what I'm saying, the craft through Jerry Jones. When we had Herschel Walker, you know what I'm saying, at his prime, we traded him, you know what I'm saying, for picks.
Dumbass.
That man is a genius. If it wasn't for those picks,
The only
we would've
Cowboy
been
I
stuck
like
with-
is Dion.
We would have been stuck with a bum out of Herschel Walker, you know what I'm saying, because when he got traded, he never saw 1,000 yards ever again in his life.
And y'all blame it on him.
Nah, I ain't blaming on him. He was with a bum ass team. You know, I thank him for that trade because we wouldn't have never had Troy Aikman. We would have never had Emmitt Smith. We would have never had Michael Irvin.
America's
When
team.
y'all was America's team.
America's
Man,
team.
we still are America's team.
No, y'all not. But yeah, man. So we got sports out the way.
But oh no, you got the last thing. Somebody got traded.
Oh, Kawhi Leonard, where you go?
Man, he went way up north, up in Toronto. He's salty about it right now because if it wasn't Lakers, you know what I'm saying, he was like, I ain't playing for y'all.
So it was either Toronto or LA that wanted him, or that's just
Nah, the trade, you know what I'm saying, was official. He's with Toronto now.
He's with-
So they got my homie that's from Compton. During
check a sports affiliated website.
it's gonna come up to me, but they traded, you know what I'm saying? They actually traded the Spurs ended up getting like 2 trades. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, like
2
draft
players.
picks, right?
Like
actual players.
They got 2 players. They got actual 2 players. So, and then on top of that, Carmelo got traded from the Thunder to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
Carmelo in Atlanta?
But he's about to be waived so he can go to Houston.
Carmelo gonna go to Houston. Oh, that could be
He's
good.
going to Houston.
That could be a good team there.
I feel like for real, there's no excuse for the East, you know what I'm saying, for the East now. You know what I'm saying? LeBron
It's
is
wide
on the
open
West.
now. East is wide open.
It's like who's your top 3, you know what I'm saying, in the East now that LeBron is gone?
The Wizards.
Basically. I mean, okay.
realistically, though.
I don't follow
So,
that
I'm a
close.
hometown kid, so Wizards won. I want to see like the Knicks come back to prominence. Like,
It'd be good for basketball
I
for
want the Knicks
sure.
come back to prominence.
It'd be good for the
Wait a minute,
NBA.
Boston. Ain't no place else. Like really, Charlotte. I'm looking up and down the East Coast. Charlotte, no. Fucking ain't no Orlando. Maybe Orlando's a dark horse. I like Orlando. Fucking
Look at
New
you
Orleans.
forgot the Bucks.
I don't count Milwaukee in, man.
Yeah, they got the Greek freak.
I don't give a fuck if they had motherfucking French freak. No. Like, nah.
I keep sleeping on the Bucks, man. And I'm a Wizards fan, so you know what I'm saying. Like it's still
True shit.
like my top 3. My top 3, of course, is going to be.
Camera get a shot of this?
Look what I made.
Of course, it's going to be the Wizards.
Go ahead, hit it.
But also, you know what I'm saying, I got the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Surprising everybody.
Okay.
I got the Bucks really surprising everybody. And with that trade, you know what I'm saying, with Toronto, you know,
That's a 5-alarm fire right there.
you know, anything can happen in the East, bro.
Like, because LeBron is gone, because fucking Kawhi has been traded up to Toronto. He's over in the East. I feel like with that, even though he's frustrated, you still playing for a ring. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, your goal is a ring and or a trophy. You know what I mean? So yeah, you mad, yeah, you pissed off, you still getting paid. Go ahead and go play. Do what you can do. Do the best you can while you at where you at. Before you don't be nowhere and you be asking to be somewhere. That's how I feel about it.
Hey, we're gonna move on, you know what I'm saying, from the sports. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go straight, you know what I'm saying, into the topic for the day.
All right, man. So we was sitting over at the round table. We was talking about breeders, breeding different seeds we like, right? Mm-hmm. So we picked out what we said, top 3 breeders that we like. Mm-hmm. So I guess we could start this one over here on the right, man. Lucky, who you got? What kind of breeders? What breeders do you like?
Depends on the strain, dude. It depends on if you're talking about an OG, if you're talking about sativa, if you're talking about some sour.
All of them.
It depends on each breeder, in my opinion, specializes and has gems in their garden.
Word.
Depending on the different strains. So if you're talking OG, in my opinion, who's the top OG breeder? Not that I know the top OG breeder, but who I would go for, who I would research, I would get some top dog from JJ, maybe some triple OG from him, but also breeder wise, love Bodie. I've never grown anything from Bodie. I want to grow something from Bodie. Plant more seeds on Instagram if you guys know. Bodie seeds. I've got a cross going right now. It's purple unicorn cross of blueberry. Purple unicorn is a Bodie seed. So,
I know I'm about to go at. Wow.
So Bodie is somebody that I very much respect. But there's so many good breeders out there. But the one word of caution is, breeders are a dime a dozen at this point. You got to really research people that you respect, people that you want to spend 6 months following and growing out, and you want to see what's in someone else's garden, what do you want in your garden. So it's all about selection, and that's the name of the game. That's what makes this hobby interesting. My selection is different than your selection, is different from Scroger's selection, is different than the mayor of DC selection. All of our selections is different, and they're unique, and they're interesting. And what makes your selection different than mine is what makes me interested, and that's why I follow people on Instagram. That's why I follow people on social media. It's to understand their selection and what they enjoy and what they like.
Do you? Well, yeah, you got a favorite strain. Are you growing your favorite strain now?
I'm so green at this. Honestly, I've only been growing about 2 years now.
Okay.
So I'm honestly taking a couple of phenos and running them several times to try to get the maximum out of those phenos. So I can understand what I'm doing, and then I don't know what I like. I know what's out there. I know that there are different types of strains, and I know what to research and which breeders to go find. But you got to be in this game 10, 12, 13 years
to have something you really
before you really understand, and you've really grown out enough things to where you can really. No. So I'm at the beginner stage at this point. But if you follow me on Instagram, LuckyDC420, you'll follow my journey, my selection, what I enjoy. And that doesn't mean that what I enjoy and my selection is the best. It just means that's what I'm interested in.
Yeah, true shit. What about you, man? You got anything you like to see grown? You be Instagram hopping people grows and shit?
Well,
you a grow whore?
Well, the place, I mean, honestly, where the place, you know what I'm saying, where I stay at, I can't, you know what I'm saying, legally grow because it's public housing.
Word.
But I do look at other people's grows, and even though I'm not growing myself, I still like to know, you know what I'm saying, the mindset of, you know what I'm saying, the different growers, because like Lucky said, you know what I'm saying, like Scroger might do something totally different from what he's doing, you know what I'm saying, as far as like soil wise, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know, what type of lights he's using, you know what I'm saying, what type of tin he's using.
It's all selection.
It's all
down to the detail. Down to the detail.
Variables, yeah, come to each grower, because how one person could like a goddamn Scrognet, one person might not like a Scrognet.
Exactly.
So,
one person might like, you know what I'm saying, the organic, you know what I'm saying, like the organic route. Other people, you know what I'm saying, might like Fox, you know what I'm saying?
Go
Fox
get the nutrients and just plug and go. Like.
And where you're at in your journey, right? Because we're all different in our journey. I may be a year and a half, 2 years in my journey, and someone else may be 6 years. So what I'm going through, they've already went through, and I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I can learn from it, but you still have to go through your own journey, and you got to experience it yourself.
Okay, so
there's nothing like time, that will get you that experience.
Exactly.
You're not gonna learn it. You're not gonna learn it from a book.
Oh, see, that was leading right into the question I was about to ask you. Right? Is what knowledge is more valuable, the hands-on knowledge or the knowledge from, say, experts that say do A, B, and C?
I would tell you that there's so much information out there on social media and just the internet in general that if you want to find a niche that you're interested in, you can research it and you can find it. You can follow somebody that you want to grow like, right? Let's say you want to grow organic. I'm sure there's millions of organic growers at Super Soil that you can follow. If you want to follow somebody who is growing synthetically with nutrients and cocoa and you enjoy you like their results, you can follow them. I would, as a new grower, I would follow somebody that you want to mimic, who your environment is like, your variables are like their variables, and follow them and follow a few people like them and have an appreciation for people that you don't follow. Just because your variables don't match up with somebody else's variables doesn't mean that they're not growing fire too. Yeah. We're all growing fire. We're all growing in different ways, and it's the selection that makes things interesting.
Do you find yourself losing your technique following others' techniques?
At this point, I think when I first started, you could say that, but at this point, I've kind of settled into my way of growing, and I've kind of settled into my way of doing things. So I'm in the stage of maybe being too stubborn and not looking outside the box of what I've already been settled into. But I think when you first start out, you get caught into buying everything because you don't know what direction you're going into. But about 2 years in, you kind of know the direction you want to go into. 2-3 years in, you're settled in.
I mean, okay, so your favorite form of growing, I guess you would say, your favorite medium, I guess.
Is cocoa.
Is cocoa, okay.
And the reason why it's cocoa is because it's you get all the benefits of hydroponic growing, of the hydroponic growth, and you can still add all your organic inputs, all your organic beneficials. You want to add organic beneficials? Cocoa's fine. You can still grow hydroponically and still add all your microbes and everything. So that's why I like cocoa. And I don't want to fuck with bugs, dude. I don't want to mess with, I don't want bugs in my...
That was the other question I was going to ask too. Like, have you ran into hurdles, you know what I'm saying, within your first 2 years of growing?
Oh, there's always hurdles, man. Just because you can nail a grow in the fall doesn't mean in the summer it's different, or in the winter. All your variables change through the year. So it does take years to get good. It doesn't take seasons. It takes years because... you're only going to go through one fall season one time a year. Just because you killed it in the summer doesn't mean you're going to kill it in the spring. And that's what makes the hobby fun. What makes the hobby fun is that all those changing variables make it interesting, and your selection, and what makes your selection interesting to other people. And that's why the hobby's so interesting.
So, in your time of growing, right? What has been, because you said the seasons change and that changes your variables. Within those variables changing, what do you believe is the best time to harvest?
I mean, in my opinion, it's strain dependent. I mean, every strain is going to show you differently. I would tell you if you know nothing, right? Let's say you're somebody who's green and doesn't and have never grown anything in their life. When do you harvest? I would tell you when you're going to start hydroponically. You're going to start flushing your plant when you start seeing more than 50% of your hairs go amber, orange. Okay. And you're going to start flushing. Organic, of course you're not going to flush because you're organic. But it's strain dependent. If I know nothing, I'm going to take it 60 to 62 days. Okay. If I know nothing. If I know nothing of your strain, I'll probably take it at least 9 weeks, at least.
So we're doing all this growing and harvesting and all this, right? How the hell do we obtain seeds?
Seeds? You can get seeds a bunch of ways, man. You can go to DC Seed Exchange. Paul and Chucker, I guess, is
that's the right dude.
His name. He's got a lot of really good breeders, guys. You want to check DC Seed Exchange? I would promote him. I would tell you that's a viable, good seed exchange in the city. Also, on social media, if you know how to act correctly, if you know how to attract the right breeders on your Instagram, dude, genetics are going to find you. People are going to want you to grow their stuff. I used to search genetics.
People want you to grow their stuff.
Breeders are a dime a dozen right now. Everybody's saying they're a breeder. Mm-hmm. So everybody's got seeds to be quote tested. Mm-hmm. So seeds are everywhere. You want to grow something, you're going to find it. But what makes you separate, what makes you different than the guy beside you is your selection. You want to make sure you select the breeder, the seeds, the lineage, the strain, what interests you. Don't just grow anything. You're going to spend months on a strain.
Well, hold on though, because you're hammering home selection, right? What if I don't know nothing about no selection? I got a bag seed I just got from some weed down the street, and I'm gonna just drop this in. You say cocoa, okay? So I'm gonna drop it in cocoa.
What I mean by selection is, or if you know nothing, and I think I used to think about this all the time. If I know nothing, so what are the stereotypes? What's an OG? Mayor, what do you explain OG to me? What's an OG?
It's for what I know, you know what I'm saying, out of OG, it's more, you know what I'm saying, of an abbreviation.
It's gas.
It's more of an abbreviation for what I, you know what I'm saying, for what I have an understanding of it. I mean, I always tell people, like, I don't know nothing. Yeah, I might have smoked weed for 19 years, but I'm always new to, like, learn something new each and every day because of the simple fact, like you said, there's a lot of information, and just for me, just going on the Leafly is not enough no more. I gotta really do my research.
But stereotypically, OG, right, is a good yielding strain that is gas, fuel. Now, OG could be is a cross between Durban and OG Kush. I don't know if you know the exact lineage of OG Kush, but I think it's a.
Yeah.
No, it's not ocean grown, Scrogger.
Yeah, it is.
Even Vader OG will tell you it's not ocean grown. Ocean grown is Vader OG.
Ocean grown, OG.
Yep, that's the abbreviation. That's the abbreviation.
That air coming off them hills, right up there in them hills.
Yeah.
In Humble, ocean grown, OG. It's an indica dominant. Most people are looking for the smell of an OG. However, OGs themselves can be crosses of OG bananas, pineapple OG.
Yeah, there's a million OG now.
OGs,
There's a OG.
about indica dominant, heavy night.
Yeah.
Fuel gas, when you hit it like this right here is Disneyland OG. Yeah,
And the nugs, I mean,
Disneyland
typically
OG,
OG
what the
nugs
hell?
too are big nugs. I mean, when you grow OG, it takes a little bit longer to grow, but the nugs are a little bit denser, a little bit bigger. If you're growing a true OG, it's gassy, fuely. So if you want to research what if you want to grow an OG, you got to research the best. Who do you respect? Who's got that in their garden? I mean, who
But see, like you said, though, you still got to do your research.
You gotta do
know what I'm
your
saying,
research.
and find out who, you know what I'm saying, the
Who you
breeders
like.
are.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, it's not too many. And Scrogger, you know what I'm saying, explained it to me, you know what I'm saying, the best way, you know what I'm saying, I possibly, you know what I'm saying, that he possibly can. And correct me if I'm wrong, Scrogger, but, like, it's based off the space. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the space, you know what I'm saying, to be able to, you know what I'm saying, to breed, how are you a breeder?
That's a very true
but like
statement.
another strain, tangent.
But if
right?
you know what I'm saying, correct me if I'm wrong, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, though. 'Cause, like,
Space requirements as far as for pheno hunting and the quantities that a lot of these seed companies that may have started out in their home are now in full-fledged facilities where you're doing, thousands to find one.
And they're doing them all in like 1 gallon pots.
Yeah, it's
They're
a
like all-
thousand phenos, 6,000
All
phenos.
1 gallon pots.
This is what 60,000 phenos looks like, and they'll show you it. For those that know me, they know that my boys Crockett and DNA. You know, those are the homies, but those are not the only seeds and only genetics that I grow. And there are a lot of growers out here. There's difference between growers and geneticists. You know, yeah, I'm a grower. All right, let's keep it 100. Okay, though I pop beans and I get males of some super fire genetics, I'm not the one to keep the males.
But I would say, Scrogger, though, as you get better as being a grower and you have exceptional phenos in your garden, let's call them elite phenos. That's what leads you to become a breeder. Over years of growing, keeping phenos that are
Keeping
aces
those
in your garden, then you start getting the idea of
Oh, I know. Oh, believe me, a white coat and a white suit with footies and gloves is like, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Like,
but
for me, that's what it's about. Like, but in order to do that here in the district, you have to give me a facility.
But
that's not like
what would make me want to pop seeds from Scrogger would be that I trust his selection, and I've been coming back to that over and over again. It's about selection, and once you trust somebody else's selection, then I go, I don't mind popping your seeds, my friend.
right.
I trust your selection.
Or go even deeper than
Yeah,
that.
but for me, even with the phenos that I have, let's just say that the golden strawberry. I take the golden strawberry, and I have a male of Crockett's blood orange right now, right? And let's say that I wanted to say, I'm gonna cross golden strawberry with blood orange, and I'm gonna make, star orange or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
We're gonna have fun, and we're gonna
Right, but that wouldn't be true. Even those beans off of those that I pollinated and that was homemade. It's not stabilized or not like it's just like.
But if it's an F1 cross, listen, if you have a bomb pheno in your garden, Scrogger, and I have something in my garden that is bomb, an F1 cross, will it not be stable? Will you find a herm? You may, but you could find some fucking gold.
But to find the gold, what I'm saying is to find the gold, to find that blood straw, whatever I wanted to name it, the blood orange and the strawberry banana. To find that actual pheno,
The traits that you're looking
the
for.
actual pheno itself, we're talking
The traits that you want.
We're talking 500 plants.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
I
I'm-
disagree.
Well, you
Not 500.
I'm saying
You're over exaggerating, is what I'm saying.
No, I'm not over exaggerating. When to find golden strawberry, it was thousands
You think?
to find her.
You think?
What you mean to think?
Well, then why would you
Check
release
them.
the strain? If it's 1,000, why would DNA release it?
Because they created it to be released.
Okay, but
I just
to
release,
find the actual golden strawberry is gonna take me 1,000 fucking beans, then I don't understand why you're releasing the strain.
Well, I have a facility that's 80,000 square feet, and all it is for the golden strawberry and whatever other pheno that I'm creating today. They say the golden strawberry and the golden lemons was dropped at the same time, and both of them are crossed with the kosher kush.
The better a line is worked, the more likely you are to find the golden strawberries. The least the line is worked. I mean, generally, right? So if they work the line enough, then you should find golden strawberries in every pack.
I'll give you
in
this.
my opinion.
I'll give you this. The peach, the Georgia peach. The Georgia peach, right? The DNA in Crockett's Georgia peach, right?
Yeah.
That Georgia peach is a Tangelope peach pheno. You wouldn't have found that popping 12 beans.
But that's the one they're breeding with, right?
That's the
one they're breeding with.
That's the one. That's the Georgia peach.
That's the one that made it to
that's
F2.
The peach kush.
That made it to
That's
F2.
That's the peach kush.
But you're saying the one that made it to F2 is 1 in 1,000.
What I'm saying is, in order to find that peach pheno, it wasn't even looking for peach. You know, you're looking for Tangelope, so you're not even like looking for that pheno. To find that, I have to have pheno hunted that amount of phenos, not just a few. We're talking hundreds to find one male that's strong enough for me to cross. But most of the males are already had It's the cut onlys that are crossed to create the news.
It's the breeder's cut.
Right.
It's the cuts the breeders are selecting that is the top of the top.
Right. So when you have pollination from pure genetics, and you started with those pure genetics, and you have that pollen, and you pollinate a whatever it is. What I'm saying is that if I did it in my home, it's homemade. For me to give you the seeds and say, "Hey, yo, pop these beans
Homemade?
right here."
No. I just swear I disagree because I trust your selection. It's not
You
homemade.
trust my selection, but what
because
I'm
I know
saying
you.
is, yeah, but you know me.
you know
But
what I'm
I'm
saying?
telling you, even knowing me, I wouldn't trust it. That's why I don't do it. I'm not a breeder. My homies breed these fire genetics for me to grow, and I'm not on that level to breed it. When I have a facility that they have, and the quality and the control that they have in the environment that they have, that they keep on a everyday 365 environment, then
I agree with you.
I'm
not set up to breed either. Don't worry.
Then I'll be.
Don't worry.
Then I would breed. I would keep a.
I'm just saying I trust your selection, Scroggers.
Right, I got you, but I'm not going to cross to create something just to create it. If I wanted to create it and wanted it created, then have it done.
That's
the
a rabbit hole you're
professional manner.
you're not going down right now.
I'm not just gonna do it just because I can throw some pollen on this flower here, this mom here, and it's okay. And then I'm gonna call it Scrogger strand or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. That's why you said if there's a breeders, they're a dime a dozen. But the real breeders, so they're not a dime a dozen, and they all respect one another.
Yes.
And they all know each other. Right. And they're the ones at the cups that their seeds, their new drops are gone the first day. Yeah. Like they're gone. Like I go bean hunting, that's what I'm going for, genetics. So I want the fire genetics. What's new? Check this out. Y'all know I fuss with Crockett and DNA, right?
Here we go.
Check this out. Georgia Peach.
Word.
I'm gonna tell you how fire Georgia Peach is. I don't even have it. Because every time I go, I'm there. I'm too late. Scrogger, you missed them again, bro. They're all gone. Oh, we thought we saved you one. Oh, I don't have Georgia Peach. And I knew about Georgia Peach before probably the world even. It wasn't even called Georgia Peach. It was called a Peach Kush. Phenotype Farmers is the geneticist that creates those crazy genetics. And like Lucky said, it's a situation where selection and the genetics that one has been accredited for is where you're like, oh, well, I want to try that. Or what do you mean? You have those beans?
There's a difference between years of selection and months of selection.
Right.
I think the point.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. You're trying to find a needle in a haystack, and to find that gem, it's a lot easier with stabilized seeds than it is with a run of
a basement breeder.
Well, I'm not. Believe me, the breeders that are now are basement breeders, bro. That's where they started.
That's where it came from. That's what's original.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not. You have to like.
I understand you're not knocking them, but it's people who do this, like you said, professionally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the people that have put their life and their souls in that into
the thing is for me, it's all about being able to vet correctly as best as you can what you have in your garden. And if you're getting something from somebody that you cannot vet, it's hard to spend 9 months on something, right? That's all I'm saying.
I don't want your homemade genetics. I'll tell you that right now. Like, don't be hitting up Scrogger talking about, can you grow this for me?
I'm creating XYZ.
Because, hey,
you know what I'm saying? It's a
get
no
it,
number
I'll keep it. I'll keep it 100 right here on this show. There was 2 strands that were released to the city, and they were released under with Meister. They were released Mumbo Sauce and Metro City.
Metro, yeah.
Crystal City Metro. Yep.
DC
exactly.
Originals, what?
Exactly. Well, what they were made out, they were made for the city, right? Well, for me, I've never pheno hunted them, and the reason I haven't pheno hunted them is because I never got a structure what I'm trying to look for, what it's supposed to look like, and all of that, and I never got to like.
So hold on, pheno hunting means that he never made his selection yet. He has not made his selection.
Yeah, I never popped the beans because I never was given a structure or a actual mumbo sauce to smoke to know what it is. You know, there's a difference. Me going to Crockett booth, hey Scrogger, huh? You want to smoke this blood orange? Huh? Here you go.
The breeder can tell you what feeder to
no,
look,
this
look
is you
for.
can look for this, or you might want this in the cross because you might not want that. That's like with 24 karat. Tangy and kosher kush. Well, I popped 124 karat. It was DNA. It was actually more of a kosher than tangy. I was looking for more of the tangy
and
than
that's
the kosher.
the fun of the hobby.
So I went and I popped Crockett's regular 24 karat, which is I'm looking for right now is the tangy or not the kosher of the pheno, and then that's the one I want.
And the hunt and the selection is where it is at.
It's in the fun.
It's that's the hobby.
Popping your beans is like what you want to do. And I know, Lucky he keeps saying this is a hobby. This is my life. This is what I do. I'm not playing around with it. I just dropped here back on this side this morning. Right? Yeah, right. And I'll be up in Rhode Island tomorrow. For real, going up to Rhode Island, New England, and then I'll be back. But man, it's a pleasure, yo. Lucky here. I've known Luck for a long time. So for about 2 years now, since he first started I think just started getting in.
My first phone call for help was to Scrogger. I don't know if you remember that phone call, my friend, but was like, "Hey man, I'm starting to grow, and I just know you're in the area."
Yeah, man. I mean, I've done that. I mean, random phone calls early on, and I still do. Those that want to help and those that want to grow, man. That's what I'm for.
And everybody's hobby's different. Everybody's
Yeah.
variables are different. That's what makes it interesting. Is everybody's selection and everybody's variables that they deal with. That's what makes me interested to follow other people on social media.
And to know what's possible also in following other people's growth, because you might be having a problem in your grow, and somebody else is having in their grow. Because you're right in the same city, and it got hot today, and you know what? You might be calling somebody else to say, "What you doing?" Because they're running the same light that you got, and you know that because you've been following. It may not be the same tent, may not be the same room, but maybe running the same strand or a different strand, or that you can get help from. That's one thing about this community as far as with the
and there's some
growers,
talented people out there.
Oh yeah,
there are some talented.
Oh yeah, and everybody has
growers out there.
Has their own style.
At least I don't know that I follow.
Yeah. I mean, fire, man. Like I said, I've been smoking fire for a long time, but man, there's some gas out here, and there's some new news out here, new phenos. And new crazy crosses
I'm sure you
that
on a trail
people are coming on with, and yeah, I'm on them. I really like. That's the hunt, like you said. That's it.
Yeah.
Because when you think you found something, somebody coming because they've been working, and to create something new. So you might have just ran their new line, DNA, right? Heritage just dropped. November. All right, this is the season. You're going to be running it. Everybody's running it. Well, guess what? DNA just dropped whole new line, summertime, all new flavors. I don't even have.
And the cool thing is too, when you get something from somebody who's a hobbyist who grows for themselves, every variable. There's so much value to that. It's not a $25 sticker of just something that's whatever. Every variable. You know the lineage. You understand what you should be smoking, and that's what makes someone who wants to grow is because you're interested in that.
And you can show them. You can show them one thing that you can do. Like, oh, you didn't grow that. Oh yeah. Watch this. Come look at this. There you go. What'd you see? Yeah, I didn't grow it, huh? What's that right there? Yeah.
And guys, I know we're running short on time. While I have the mic, I'm going to shout out Second Generation Genetics and JD Short. I'm going to shout out Psycho Nutrients out of Australia. They've been with me for a while. They support me. Both people support me, so I just want to make sure that I give them a little bit of credit and shout them out.
Shout out to Psycho boys. Hey, shout out them out, man. I will. I'll shout them out because I'll give y'all a little snippet. They are not only in cannabis, but they're also into hemp. Yeah. And because of them being into hemp, I am a well-known supporter of hemp and the hemp industry, and they are doing big things in the state of Tennessee. So I know that personally. I know that they're doing that. So I always see when I see them, I shout them out. I've been linking with them for a while.
Appreciate that, man. They're a good company.
I'm
working with them right now, and they're great.
They are a good company. I don't run newts, so it's like that's what it's like. Oh yeah, because I'm an organic grower. However, shout out those guys because those guys are on like the forefront of something bigger than just cannabis, and they're already putting their mark down in the cannabis industry, especially with their cocoa nutrients blends that they have. Yeah, I heard that from me, and I don't shout out like nutrient companies. So
ever.
No, he never did.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
Real
Keep it
quick,
100.
you know we about to do a weekly musical performance. Take a break real quick, get a stage set. We'll be right back, man. Goddamn white guy. Anyway, welcome back, man. Our weekly musical performance at Dank on the City District Disabled All Stars, man. Y'all ready, man?
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Go ahead. Take it away.
This is called Blue Fire.
This is my brother single right
That's the
here.
hottest fire you ever felt. You hear me?
Bringing hip hop back.
Wait a second. Is that
Say
a
yeah.
Come on, Mr. Bringing hip hop back.
Bringing it back.
Nigga city straight like that. Come on, Mr. Bringing hip hop back. Yeah, I was dance, who the fuck is the new guy? I've been a shit cause the bitches say I'm too fly. I've been that nigga you should never try to eye. The lukewarm, but I'm hotter than some blue fire. What is this, who the fuck is the new guy? I've been a shit cause the bitches say I'm too fly. I've been that nigga you should never try to eye. I'm lukewarm, but you hotter than some blue fire. Yeah. Yeah, I've been that nigga you should never try to you know, but I'm hotter than some blue fire. I'm so
so yesterday, and I'm so tomorrow. So not just a rapper, cause I'm such an artist. These niggas foul, but they can't guard me. They double team and they still can't guard me. I shoot it in his face and tell him get it off me. You on the coach again, strip James Harden. I had to fix you up cause I'm switching. And all the niggas yell is cage when I'm with you. And I be dogging that pussy but I don't fix you. I teach a nigga how to rap but I don't lecture. No, I'm out of your atmosphere, out of your dimension. As long as I'm on the floor, you mean
Who is this? Who the fuck is the new guy? I've been the shit cause the bitches say I'm too fly. I've been that nigga you should never try to do. You lukewarm but I'm hotter than some blue fire. Who is this? Who the fuck is the new guy? I've been the shit cause the bitches say I'm too fly. I've been that nigga you should never try to do. You lukewarm but I'm hotter than some blue fire. Yeah, yeah, I've been that nigga you should never try to do. I got the juice and I'm a fool with the wordplay. The more to try and get the human like I'm you say. Y'all niggas wear colors, but I do bang. They say it sound good, but I do sing. I ain't tryna be J or Lil Wayne. I'm just a nigga from the street tryna maintain. Yeah, so weed, I never push cocaine. Forever up, sleep a hole on the rap gang. I got it cooking and I'm hotter than a sunbeam. I'm gonna grab and I do it in a 16. I'm good for blowing commentating like a mean G. For my money, I'ma die trying to get yeah. Who is this? Who the fuck is the new guy? I've been the shit cause the bitches say I'm too fly. I've been that nigga you should never try to do. You lukewarm but I'm hotter than some blue fire. Who is this? Who the fuck is the new guy? I've been the shit cause the bitches say I'm too fly. I've been that nigga you should never try to do. I'm lukewarm but you hotter than some blue fire. Yeah. Yeah, I've been that nigga you should never try to do. Lukewarm but I'm hotter than some blue fire.
Oh, I said I'm bringing hip hop back, yeah. Every day I always beat up and I'ma spit that crack, yeah. You wanna know why they call me Mr. Bringing It Back, yeah. Cause every day, boy, I'm consistently crack law. Say I'm consistently crack law.
Mr. Bringing Hip Hop Back.
That's why I'm Mr. Bringing Hip Hop Back, dawg. Yeah. CDA forever, y'all. Thank you. Appreciate this, man. That shit crank though, you hear me? Put that shit on the radio, huh?
Yo, y'all seen that, man. That's fire. Thank y'all, man, for coming through every week. Y'all
Appreciate
know what it
y'all,
is,
man. We love this
Yo,
shit,
so,
you hear me?
been a great show. A dank look on the city, man. C-Dub, man. Where they can find you on the social media, man? If I get the mic on. Hey, the mic is on.
All right. It's Dabbed Out Dubs on Instagram. Teddy Dustpin on Facebook. I don't do Twitter as much. And then, don't forget, next Saturday, we got the kickball tournament, man. We kicking autism in the ass. You know what I'm saying? For Bike to the Beach. Cannabis sees no color. You know what I'm saying? Salute the Scroggers. Salute the Good Gas. Salute the all, you know what I'm saying, the teams, you know what I'm saying, that's going to be out there, you know what I'm saying, representing next Saturday from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. 6 p.m. You know what? No, I'm not doing that until we finish. Nah. Last time we did that, man, we was out there for like 12 hours. Yeah.
Word though, yo. Let's go have some fun next week, man. Yo, catch me your boy Stoner Sowell. Catch me on Twitter, man, Stoner Sowell. Catch me on IG, Stoner Sowell 202. And especially catch me tomorrow, Stoner for Your Peoples. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, right before that Freestyle Friday, I give y'all some bars too. We catch y'all tomorrow. Holla at y'all, man. One.